Madden Football brings you the divisional round of the NFL playoffs and is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Chiefs and the Monarchs. All that and more coming up next.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Coming up, it's Divisional Round Saturday. We've got an AFC battle on tap between the Kansas City Chiefs and the London Monarchs. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you... The first of four berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
The KC offense set to go, led as always by the gunslinger, a former MVP in this league. It's Patrick Mahomes.
And he more than did his part in the wild card win with 3 touchdown passes. Now, he's going to get a bigger test here in round 2. But his unit is in rhythm, and they're playing as well as they have all year long. I wouldn't be surprised if this defense, though, tried to get after him early with a little extra pressure. If he can handle that, he can have another big game now.
That's to about the 28. Second down coming up.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now here's Mahomes. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. He'll buy some time right. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down. And Mahomes going to run again. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Mahomes going to throw.
Finds his man. It's John Mechie. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. To throw, it's Mahomes. Under pressure, and down he goes.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. They'll set up a throw. Under pressure, they got him again.
And the officials here going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field.
Here's the Chiefs punter now. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And trotting out there leading them is their 4th-year quarterback.
And you have to figure that this is a confident quarterback who gets the start here. Coming off of a victory in round 1, team doesn't have to travel. They get another home game here in the divisional round. And I know it sounds cliche, but playing at home, huge for a quarterback, huge for his team. They want to take advantage of it.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. They'll drop to throw. Wide open is Watkins. He's got it. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And some room to run now. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one 28 yards on the ground. Well, Jonathan Taylor, like most guys from Wisconsin, he's not one to shy away from contact. He proved it right there.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
They'll run here with Taylor.
And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
And the officials here going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take.
And he is into the end zone for a touchdown.
Jonathan Taylor taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Monarchs are on the board first here in this division round matchup. So both sides of the football contributing here early. Their defense forces the punt, and then the offense takes it down the field and punches it in on the short touchdown run.
And, Brandon, that's good complementary football, and that's what they're going to need if they want to get out of here victorious.
Now for the point after. It's up and good, and it'll give his guys a 7-0 lead. So the drive there took 6 plays.
And it was capped off by a Jonathan Taylor touchdown.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And for them, maybe a little carryover from last week's game. They got the win on the road in the wild card round, on the road here again in the divisional round, but they're hanging tough.
Hey, cue a little music, right? Well, on the road again. I mean, this has been kind of the mantra they're under right now, and they can't change it. The season dictated what would happen with them, right? They had to go on the road for the first round for the playoffs. They're on the road again, and sometimes teams get really comfortable with that. Not only the idea of going on the road and shocking the world, but just, hey, it's just us. We don't have to worry about outside distractions. It's just us. Let's go play.
Becomes that us against the world mentality, doesn't it?
And while it may be overplayed, you know, in the media, it's real when it comes time to play ball.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Chiefs with the football as we start the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Hands it off out of the gun. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. But now he appears to be in some pain. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Blitz coming, and down he goes. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack. Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Fielded at the 20. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And that will come the offense as they take over. Here comes Jonathan Taylor and his teammates. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, You've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals.
46 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now it's the first involvement on the ground for the backup running back.
And the defense on him quickly there as they stop him at the 40 for a gain of just 2.
Let's go now.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2.
They'll set up to throw. Flushed out right. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season. And that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown. A big play there. 42 yards.
And the Monarchs go up by 2 touchdowns.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. A drive there of just 4 plays. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
The Chiefs offense now making their way back onto the field. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Mahomes. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Holding offense.
Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already, and they're the holding call.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold now. Just don't let him get hit anymore.
And a healthy gain of 8 here. They double their workspace out to the 16. So 8 yards on the completion there. 3rd and 7 now. A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll check in with Jonathan Coachman from Orlando. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far offensively or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Fielded at the 33.
So a solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Here comes Jonathan Taylor and his teammates.
He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the 2nd quarter.
And he doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. This is intercepted.
And the Chiefs are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. The Chiefs will try and get to the line quickly. From the 41, Mahomes, and his throw is going to be incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Throwing now is Mahomes.
And this will be caught by Mooney.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there. Forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
On 2nd and 10, Mahomes. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
And again, it's Mahomes. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Christian Harris
able to get in there yet again. That's already 3 sacks for him here in this first half of football. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Let's go to see what we got to do here. Let us dictate. Let's be smart. Here we go.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
That may be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10.
Well, the Chiefs going to go back on offense one final time in this first half.
And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Another try after the first down sack. Mahomes.
That's complete to Mooney.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. So the completion good for just 3. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's the Chiefs punter now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. This is taken at the 18. So it's on to halftime of this.
A look around the NFL. We'll have to wait for postgame because we are moving right through halftime and on to the 3rd quarter.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback. And this offense set to go now to begin the third quarter. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But if they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
They run once more with Taylor.
And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down.
They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor.
And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there.
63 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get high.
And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line.
A gain of 13. It's a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Back to Taylor on first down.
And he's got some space here. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Oh, fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line.
15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7.
Come on.
2nd and 7.
Right there, hurt.
Running straight ahead, Taylor.
And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3.
Here we go.
The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3.
On the handoff, this is Taylor. And he will take this one in for a touchdown.
Jonathan Taylor
with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Monarchs continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. On 3rd down and short and everything well executed, he not only gets the first down, Charles, he gets the touchdown as well.
And you see the defense commit to the run so often in these situations. There's always that little bit of hesitancy, isn't there, partner? Thinking that they may play action yet. They took advantage of that hesitancy and found their way into the end zone with a running play.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Mahomes now to throw.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. 2nd and 10 here as we sit in the 3rd quarter of this divisional round matchup.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Pressure comes and down he goes. Christian Harris. My goodness, make that now 5 sacks for him in this ball game. Really, really turning in an incredible performance.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, third quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those fake under pressure, and they got to him again. Christian Harris in there to get him again. That is sack number 6, one off the NFL record of 7. Here's the Chiefs punter now, standing just outside his own goal line. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Taken from just outside the 30. One quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back now here in London, as we are just about set to go here in quarter number 4. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. If they can finish this one out, they'll book a date in the AFC title game next Sunday, and it looks good so far as they try to run some clock here in this fourth quarter. 126 yards rushing for him now in the ball game as he is trying to will his guys to the championship round next weekend. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Again, it's Taylor. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Holding offense.
All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces, and I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A first down and then some. Give him 29 yards.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Now a give to Taylor, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. He'll look to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Monarchs are drawing closer to a date in the AFC title game as they extend this 4th quarter lead. And right now, Charles, I think you'd have to say their class starting to show through.
Yeah, they were disappointed not to get the number 1 seed in the playoffs, but the reality is these guys can play anywhere. It doesn't matter for them.
And if they can indeed hold on to this lead, that's going to set up one heck of a championship game next Sunday.
Let's come back and watch it, shall we?
Something tells me you and I are going to be there. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And they open the lead up now to 25 points. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
KC's offense ready to take over. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard.
Here's Mahomes to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
Finding space at the 40.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw there complete to Mooney.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it's 2nd down. Looking to throw. And it's caught. The tight end Hill.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now here's Mahomes.
This pass is caught by London.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. That one goes for 24 yards.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. An 11-yard touchdown.
And the Chiefs are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. That was quite the call down around the goal line on 4th and goal.
Yeah, they fake the run, pull it out, throw it. And as a defense, I've been in that spot before, and we see it all the time. You almost have to overcommit against the run. You have to almost sell out and say, they're going to run it, go make a play. They got fooled on that one.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this one won't bounce their way. It's covered up by the hands team. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
That one looks like he'll throw here.
He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone.
And it's caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Monarchs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the 4th quarter after that one, CD. And he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence, because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. One play, and they're able to hit pay dirt. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
And Kansas City's offense now set and ready to go. They knew this would be tough on the road divisional round, and that has certainly been the case with the deficit they face in this fourth quarter.
On first down, Mahomes. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Looking to throw again on second down. Mahomes throwing left side, it's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But it looks like the Chiefs are going to get it back.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
So they keep the ball, but work to do on second and long.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes.
Got a man, it's London. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go.
Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Now Mahomes got to have this one. And this one is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and as a result, possession switches hands. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the fourth quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last two drives.
Certainly feels like it.
Yeah, man, it's caught inside the 10. Now whistles and a timeout called here. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game.
Let's go, baby.
Get him going. Go.
Back to throw here. On the move to his left. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
Hey, at least they were running the ball on the final play instead of trying to throw it to rub it in, but they still got in the end zone. I kind of blame that, though, defensively. They were just kind of not even willing to stop them.
Yeah, they had an opportunity, but I think they looked at the scoreboard and said it doesn't matter either way, and that probably affected them on that play, and they ended up giving up one more score.
And they have secured a spot in the conference championship, and now you can start to smell it at this point in the season, can't you?
You really can, because the focus has been one game at a time, not looking ahead. But when you get to the conference championship game and you know you're there, the Super Bowl does loom in the future.